Pega a visão, W7 Martins no YouTube é outra parada, entendeu?
Vamos nessa, bebê, vem.
Não faz isso comigo não. Lembro de você quando eu tô no plantão.
I love you, baby.
Pra me acompanhar, o cara na mão. E as caras vai perdendo o ritmo de agora na minha mão. Sempre envolvendo o ritmo pra tudo, sempre ponto pro carro. Só chama, tudo quiser me chama. Fico nessa grama, juro que dizer te ama. Me chama, a câmera para tudo. Me perdendo no seu mundo, calma na rádio, vagabundo. Não faz isso comigo não. Lembro de você quando eu tô no plantão.
I love you, baby.
Pra me acompanhar, o cara na mão. E as caras vai perdendo o ritmo de agora na minha mão. Sempre envolvendo o ritmo pra tudo, sempre ponto pro carro. Chama, tudo quiser me chama.
Tis the season for non-drowsy symptom relief from over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens, day after day. Think Claritin Clear.
My name's Mike McCluskey. You know who I am? What did I just walk into? You gotta handle this money. This world don't make no sense without payback.
There is no peace. This is on you.
This war's what I'm trying to stop.
If it's a war they want, it's a war they gon' get.
Pode vir cá pra selva, de porte de Glock, vem foder na selva. E a XR tá no porte, apertando o balão pra subir o radar na porta. Tropa do urso é foda, onde chega Deus e selva. E as piranhas tão jogando os amigos que são top, então escolhe quem você quer que te fode. Você quer tropa do urso ou do abelha que soca forte, então escolhe quem você quer na selva. Você quer um lobo mau ou de mulher que soca forte, então escolhe quem você quer na selva. Você quer um danado
Mais história do universo.
quem você quer na selva. Você quer um R ou danado que soca forte.
Safadinha, me solta machuca. Pode me bonequinha.
So, you see that preview? I had to make some video. I had to make the setup real quick. So, this video is mainly about the infiltration of passport bros by blue pill guys. So, in this whole Austin Holloman situation, now everybody get the generalized passport bros. And now they had an easy target. Now they got an easy run on passport bros now. Back in the day, they can just make things not stick. You know, Austin Holloman, if Austin Holloman was part of the past, if Austin Holloman was there doing Passport Gate, when they was slandering passport men, then I would understand. He don't even know about passport guys. And on Red Pill, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think Austin Holloman is pretty much somebody is an agent. He's going to turn and flip the script once he get what he wants. Austin Holloman pretty much is an opportunist. He's an opportunist. So he's not a passport bro generally. He's a opportunist YouTuber who's traveling for traveling, and he jumped on Passport Bros. I look at his tweets, and all he's doing is baiting women, saying stuff about American women. And then he goes and tries to spread disinformation about stuff that most of us know about actually back in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2014, when Charles Tyler went over to Brazil. They are spreading disinformation saying that, oh, this type of guy can come over here. Oh, you can't do this and this and this and that. They're trying to make a way for certain guys to travel and go overseas so they can escape what they created over here. And they're trying to flood these countries with blue pill men. So then they think that we just like them. Then when it doesn't work out because the blue pill mindset, they're going to try to say that traveling is bad because they traveled before you or traveled before this guy. But the fact is, I have to tell you this, and I have to tell every fake passport bros, every fake passport pookie, everybody who's trying to fake like their passport, you can't change a country that have all types of conflict going on in it. In Afghanistan and all these Middle Eastern countries, they've been the same way for hundreds of years. Some of them are just now adjusting. But most of these countries will not ever change. You can give them feminism all you want, and it will only spread about at least 60%. Japan has been with feminism about 70 or 80%. Japan never fully went 100% in feminism. You know why? Because their media that I watch, manga and anime and even other stuff, some of the Japanese pop, it's contained. Japanese men don't have to regurgitate and look at inclusion. And they don't have to look at women empowerment movements. If you look at the likes on a feminist musician, Japan has about Japan has 125 million people. Half of their musicians who feminists, they don't even get 10 million followers on their Instagrams. They don't even do well with the sales in Japan. The Brazilian funk stars who feminists, they don't do good in Japan. It's the funk music that do better and some of the other stuff. So they can't do real good in their country. That's why you don't have crossover Japanese talent coming to America trying to be English. You seen the chick, I forgot the chick on Love and Hip Hop. The Dominican pop star who did good in Dominican Republic. She came to America, Miami, and fell big time. And tried to use the black people, whatever. She tried to use black women, dark-skinned black women, and it only pushed her up a little bit, and then she fell back down. Right? So, it's never going to work out because most of these countries are run by people who want to keep it the same. Now, is some of these countries changing for the worse? Yes. So, I'm under the comment section, and this Jake McCoy, Blue Pill Simp, decided to expose himself when Austin Holloman make more videos about relationships. So, he made content because he don't want to get kicked out of, he don't want to have to run from another country. And he's trying to contain his pookieism and his arrogance and what he had in Brazil. So he tried to get a girl that I think he's probably playing. Because this girl is constantly mushing him and pushing him in his face. Which I would not even allow somebody, unless you have a rapport with me, to do playful stuff like that. She did it in the beginning when she knew him in the beginning. She was mushing his face and doing all that. I never ever saw any passport bros let women do that to them. Ever. In any kind of video, letting the women push them in their face and touch their face, do all that craziness. I never seen anybody let them do that. So he probably got a relationship, a business relationship with this girl to make him try to clean up his image. So he's trying to push the marriage stuff or getting a girlfriend. He's trying to clear up. Even though we know there's Mongols, there's quote unquote Mongols in other countries. There's another guy that's still on YouTube that nobody talked about. He's a dude that all he does is pay for women overseas. There's a bunch of channels like that. They got their own group, a subgroup. They're not considered passport bros like that. But a lot of people wouldn't notice that they're lazy and put these together. So this guy says, this is better than all the single guy overseas content. But there's mostly men overseas that single over content. So what these blue pill guys really want you to do is not express your options, but to go overseas just to marry somebody so you could do something that they won't do. So what they want you to do is for you to get married and them watching you in a relationship while they don't have to be in a relationship. This is what they do in Kevin Samuels. This is what these guys are doing. They want you to do what they want you to do so you can do it. And if it fails, they can watch you and pretend like they care about you. The same shit Kevin Samuels did. This high value men bullshit. He created this clusterfuck of people who wanted to just grab and devour the space. And grab and devour or try to reclaim the space. Reclaim things, right? Just pearly things try to get the vacuum of red pill. But then the femcell, then Mediatory Reviews, he dropped red pill. And a lot of these other people, just like the video I showed you before about Undead Chronic and his race baiting and his racism and shit. And all the people in his comment section that are racist. And then he race bait all the time. But he wants to act like he's for men channel. He should just say, hey, I'm for only white men. And did it right there. You're going to have more guys. And I told you in videos years ago that you're going to have guys pretending like they're passport bros, but they're blue pill simps. And they want to bring all the simp shit to another country. Men been traveling for 20, 30, 40 years. More than 40 something years. Ever since World War II, ever since the voyage, men been traveling. And they haven't did a dent for certain countries. They made it worse for certain locations. But when you go outside of those locations, you got to be on your P's and Q's. And you can't bring that bullshit, Americanized bullshit to you. That's what happened with Austin Holloman. He left certain spots in Brazil that he can get away with saying stuff and doing stuff. And he got the eyes of a feminist chick. Mind you, the same feminist chick who ain't talking about sex tourism anymore. The feminist chick, she tried to attack the biggest Brazilian pop star ever. Because she did something in the favela. And her shit failed immediately. I was going to do a video about, let's do an update on Stephanie Bergardo. But I don't feel like doing that. Because I got another video after this one. These guys, don't let these dudes bait you into just getting into a relationship when you just enjoyed your freedom. Right? If you are a relationship dude and you want to get into a relationship, then you do it. But I suggest any man, when they go overseas, you can live that single life for 3 years, 2 years at max. Then you go, I want you to try to experience as much as you can in the shortest amount of time with safety precautions. Because there's no way that a guy was locked out of a community or locked out of the market trying to be starved out as as MOT says, because I'm stealing some of his lines, you were starved out and left out, and you haven't experienced multiple things. Because there's multiple things that you need with experience, so you know how to handle a wife and a girlfriend. Sexually, mentally, physically, anything like that. Because if you get married to the first chick you meet overseas, it ain't gonna work out. Not because of her, but because of you. Because you don't even have, you might not have the experience of dealing with a chick. And you might get annoyed by this person, and you might just drop everything and say, I don't want to be here. And then you leave. Then that'll be a black eye on passport bros. I don't suggest anybody go over there. You get a girlfriend, yes. Get that experience with a girlfriend. But don't sit here and try to get wife nobody up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You should have your freedom just like they have. But you should do it in a controlled toolbox. So this is right here. I called this dude out. I said, yes, this dude said, yes, I want blue pill content from passport in other countries. You seem to be upset. I hope that clear things up with you. I have to tell you this. This is why I made this video. He wants blue pill content from passport bros so you can be blue pill overseas and you can get your shit messed up. You go to any country where they can take advantage of you, you're going to be like this dude that killed this woman in Colombia because he had that blue pill mindset, and he went over there and he got game ran on him. He got Colombian style game ran on him. Did not know that you don't go to a location where women are more beautiful. You don't go to a location and you wife up the first person that you see. This is why these white boys are killing foreign women. This ain't the only one. In Mexico, there was a former basketball player that slit the throat of somebody in I think a studio or something like that. All these white boys are killing these women. Should I look it up? Because at the same time, it was Tito who made this video, but somehow, some way, I'm gonna talk about him being an undercover anti-passport bro and talking shit about guys, all the while acting like he's on the same side as everybody else. We're gonna dissect that video, but let's see. So this is the thing, right? So I said this. So more men to be set up by going with the first woman they meet. So it means you want more men to be taken advantage of. People like you are not passport bros. Why don't you stay in America? Why don't you stay in the U.S. and date in the U.S.? Be blue pill. I'm a part of passport bros for a long time, ever since 2013. And nobody never wanted to see blue pill content. Because we want men to have freedom. Not to be locked down as soon as they leave the United States. Nobody's mad. But I've been around before guys like you. Passport bros was not made for guys like you who want marriage and simp shit. We want men to be happy and not end up in drama overseas by picking the wrong women. That's the whole point. He didn't have nothing to say. And this is the guy, this the same dude. Oops. This the same dude right here. Now, this the same dude who said this. I'm not trying to sound dramatic, but this is the kind of video that make me rethink my anti-marriage stance. I can see myself simplifying my life and rolling with the setup in Thailand indefinitely. So you're anti-marriage, but you want to see more blue pill content from men so they can convince you to be marriage. So you're basically, this is guys like this that are in chats that dilute the message and dilute people. It was all about options and autonomy. It was not about you. It wasn't about you and your fucking blue pill views. But this is what blue pill content gets you when you're not too keen on what's going on. Let me get you real quick. Let me set that up. So let's so this is what blue pill content gets you right here. So the white guy who killed this Colombian DJ when she was 23, he was married. He had 3 kids. He didn't want to be married to the woman anymore, and he knew divorce was going to destroy him. So he decided to get a girlfriend in Colombia and wanted to basically ditch his wife for this Colombian woman. She played him. She seen right through him and had a boyfriend and basically was like, okay, we gonna set this dude up. We gonna get the house and we gonna bounce on this dude. This is what blue pill mentality gets you. The blue pill guys are more dangerous than the red pill guys, and more dangerous than the blue pill guys have more bodies than incels and even mass shooters. Because a lot of these dudes had their world shattered because they believed in this blue pill shit. There's not a lot of red pill dudes that are out here doing a lot of things. But there's a lot of men that are filled into jail right now with a lot of blue pill mindset dudes that killed their wives and girlfriends because they didn't get what they want. Now, as you see, there's a lot of Spanish speaking people, unlike the Stephanie Bergado chick, and unlike the stupid ass black side of YouTube, and also unlike O'Shea Duke Jackson. He don't want to talk about what white men doing, but he would keep talking about passport bros because it's a hot topic. But everybody who's talking about this situation, they all Spanish. They all Spanish from what I'm seeing. Tito made, I think, a video of this. But look, all of it. They all Spanish. They all Spanish. So what this dude did was choke this chick to death and put her in a suitcase because she played him. Mind you, this is a guy who's married with 3 kids to a below average white woman. He didn't want to be married to this woman. And this is what blue pill mindsets get you. These guys never got the chance to be with hot women. And this is why I say you don't supposed to lock yourself down with one specific woman until you actually realize what you really want. If you want to build an empire or build a better life and have kids and blah, 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 okay. But you have to understand you can't have any regrets when you get married to somebody. And that's what I don't want passport bros to do. I don't want these guys to turn into one of these white dudes who end up killing these women for no reason because you couldn't stick around because you got played. This dude had a wife and kids. And he didn't want that no more. But he knew divorce was going to destroy him. Just like a whole bunch of white dudes left their black wives and they dipped it and went to Brazil. There's a black chick who got mad at her husband, her ex-husband. He gave her divorce papers. She didn't sign them, and he left and bounced and went to Brazil. So this is what we're talking about right here. Blue pill mindsets that are very dangerous when it goes overseas. The whole point about being red pill first is you can identify blue pill guys and you can identify fakers and fake people and you can expose them. Don't let blue pill guys destroy a movement that's made for you to have your own freedom. Don't let them take away your option and your choice. Don't let them manipulate you into making content for them.